T, maybe
Team Liquid's turn to pick.
don't want to jump the gun, but do you see the Doom? Yesterday I mentioned how this might be a handscan Doom as well, but more I see it, it's like most of the teams like most of the time play it on
Alliance's
position
turn to
3.
pick.
And we have a
I haven't seen it.
lone druid.
Oh, there it is. There is the Qualifier lone druid. I've been waiting for this one to come out for a pretty long time now, and we are finally going to see it. So this hero has been reworked pretty heavily, I believe, as he's now got his melee form having it's just kind of like a regular spell now, right? You can't switch between the two. It's you cast it, you turn to the melee form, but you also get
10
the
seconds
points
remaining.
in demolish. That's what it's called, demolish.
5
And this guy
seconds
can
remaining.
tear through towers like nobody's business. This is one of the best pushes in the game right now, and I don't think that's an over exaggeration. If you're just looking at solo pushing power, don't think much is going to top lone druid right now.
I'm in a way surprised a bit, and in a way I kind of not,
Team
because
Liquid's turn
let's see
to
what they
ban.
picked. Brewmaster for the. This should be a 3/3 Brewmaster, right? Maybe it's a handscan, but we'll see later. Anyway, the Lone Druid is a very strong hero, and you put it in the hands of one of the best Lone Druid players in the world, like Koikwa, he's gonna show off. You're gonna see how strong the hero is. But
10 seconds remaining.
historically, Lone Druid didn't have such a great matchup against TA mid.
5 seconds
Obviously,
remaining.
TA Cyblades changed, and Lone Druid got a bit stronger, so it might change. But usually, if you see TA, you wouldn't like to pick a Lone Druid. But it shows how Liquid has a bigger plan. They already have a plan how they're gonna, just hit their timing with Enigma, Lone Druid, hit this time and push, and they're gonna try to end this game quickly, which Alliance has to kind of, live through it, get to the TA timing, and then just fight back.
And I'm a little bit scared with the heroes they've picked so far, because Doom and Broodmasters shout one thing to me, and that is long-ass cooldowns.
Yeah. You
5 seconds
you
remaining.
use these two ultimates, and even if you kill them, they might just run down mid. Take your racks, take your towers. The Liquid bans Ursa.
Yeah,
I guess,
this has been an Alliance favorite. It's been a comfort pick for them for sure, and we've seen Nico.
Also can deal with LC very easily 1v1. So they could like go pressure the enemy side on the Alliance, and Nico Baby could just 1v1 Boxy, which they don't want to happen.
And in some very weird turn of events, Abyssal Blade is now a pretty good counter to BKB Black Hole, I believe.
Oh yeah, I did play some Enigma. It didn't happen to me, but when I think of it,
yeah, I haven't seen it happen either. But I mean, maybe you can't do it, but I'm fairly sure you can. It now has the blink effect attached to it. In case you don't know, Abyssal Blade.
I know, but you know how
that was for the viewers. Don't worry.
Sucks you in.
It does.
Like if you play like a Pangolier, you can cancel if you're lucky, but you cannot cancel with your ulti. You'll just get sucked in. So maybe it works the same. You like try to blink on him, and like midway you get sucked in the black hole. This stuff. So maybe we see this game, but
possibly.
Still no Abyssal builders. Maybe they get one for Nico Baby. They ban Leshrac. They're really scared of Liquid just rolling out of control this game.
Yeah, definitely.
What's the Nico Baby hero here against the LC? And they have not so much time.
10 seconds remaining.
We could see the Morphling again, but it feels pretty slow with the Templar Assassin. They go for the Weaver. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, kind of want some hero that can solo. Because if enemy has Enigma and you're putting two heroes to shut down the offlaner, you might be wasting too much resources. They go for a Bloodseeker. Very strong hero nowadays. Even was very strong last patch. Now with the Grimstroke, like a double Rapture, the Silence against Brewmaster. I'm interested what 3/3 picks up and what Handscan does. I would think 3/3 should play Brewmaster.
Yeah, 3/3 on Brew would be my guess as well. I can't see Brew being that 4 position. I can definitely see Doom being the 4 position, especially with the old Devour. But we'll see. We shall see.
They are still debating. They need to be careful. There's no swaps.
No swaps. Your decision is final. Let's see what they try and pick up here.
That was so
10
annoying, man.
seconds
Like a
remaining.
few years back, or like a year back. Oh, Hansken picks up the dome. What people would
Yeah.
do, they would just swap constantly until like
Yeah.
the very last moment.
It was annoying to cast as well. You'd be like sitting in the draft being like, all right, so he's playing in the mid lane, he's playing in the safe lane, he's playing oh, never mind, they've swapped. I don't know who's playing what anymore. And then they'd swap again and you just be like, well,
It was
screw it.
epic mind games.
Yeah, you have to talk about something else. You can't really talk about who's playing what until they're actually walking down the lanes, which is very silly. But none of that anymore. Daddy Gaben said, no, that is silly. No longer will be the case. But based on these two drafts, what are we expecting to come out of this game from both of these teams? I think we can easily say that Team Liquid are looking to be very aggressive, very high momentum team this one.
Yeah, I honestly think Liquid got a slight edge on this draft. Just from the way they drafted, like from the opening to the second phase, showing they have idea, they know what they're gonna do. The show with their bans, they came prepared. Alliance, obviously, if you first pick, you kind of have to draft as a counter pick, but I don't think they did it the best way this game. But for sure, they have their chances. Like Nico Baby Weaver, historically, I've been watching this season. He tends to have really good games on this hero. Like he gets a few early kills and he just can roll the game. And if they live through this, I would say 7 to 15-minute mark,
Prepare
where
for
Enigma
battle.
and Lone Druid are just gonna go for all their towers. If they don't feed and they manage to find a good trade, I think Alliance might hit their timing. Have a good chance. I'm just worried about this. Sorry to interrupt. This mid lane. Like if Taiga does what he always does, and now this guy having a root very early, this team might get really pressured early.
I always like looking at the couriers at the start of the game, by the way, see who's efficient and who is not. And right now, Liquid, they're not looking very efficient right now, but they're also desperately picking the base here on Alliance, making sure that everyone had their donkeys in the nice, quick starting positions. They get their items just that bit faster. And I mean, to be honest, there's a bit of logic in that, especially now that the couriers are so damn slow out of level 1. You know, every second,
Yeah.
every inch makes a difference.
For sure, it saves like 4 to 5 seconds even. Okay, they're gonna be a fight on top front. Alliance taking a interesting approach. They're gonna move 3 heroes top, and they're just gonna put a Broom as the solo bottom. I mean, I think it's a smart move by Alliance, but again, their supports really want levels, and Weaver also really wants levels. So
The
it's gonna be
battle
interesting to see
begins.
how they handle it.
Hanskin and Nico Baby chasing Insania off this top rune. Meanwhile, it looks like Fada will be left nice and peacefully to go and grab the other one by themselves, which will make it 3 for Alliance and only 1 for Liquid, as Quakeable was able to grab that one with his bear, which is still a thing for some reason. Don't ask me why.
It's okay, because if Bear and the hero battle for the rune, hero's always gonna win. You cannot win with the Bear. Hero has high priority.
Meanwhile, there's a bit of a fight breaking out up in the top lane as Insania chased all the way back under tower. Alliance with their aggressive tri-lane. No big surprise. And immediately starting off with some aggression here.
Liquid is answering right. They are gonna start Insania top to help out Boxy, and they're just gonna put Mika 1v1 with the Enigma denying creep. So they're doing the smart way. And Taiga is gonna move to the enemy jungle where he usually does. Now it's a bit worse than before because you only have like 2 camps and there's now an ancient camp. But he doesn't really care because he's gonna rotate, and that's how he plays. He doesn't really care much about his farm.
What a sacrificial lamb he is. Giving it all for the team. Meanwhile, Boxy under tower. Definitely feeling the pressure up here, but doing pretty well on the CS so far as Nico Baby's only grabbed himself 2. And Boxy currently bringing it all the way up to 6 and 1.
Oh, very good play by Insania. Managed to get a pull off.
Yeah. That was nice. Fada is going to come over and try and just harass Boxy down even further here. This is Boxy without any regen, but he has got those tangos coming out on this courier, but for now it's just going to be a salve. Unfortunately, Alliance can't really put out too much aggression onto him. Meanwhile, Hanskin also pulling
trouble?
the... Oh. Yeah,
he's just going to fall off. I mean, also, this one-on-one for Bloodseeker. He's just gonna be fine bottom. Like with all the fighting and the Lone Droid harass, like, he's gonna have a lot of movement speed and attack speed.
Yeah. We talk about this mid lane though. I'm quite interested to see this one because Lone Droid used to be very, very good versus TA. I'm not sure if that's still the case.
No, TA used to be very good against Lone Droid.
Oh, was that the case? My bad. All the way
Yeah,
around.
because he would just splash him all the time. But now with the changes to refraction and denying and side blades, I think Lone Droid can like do well. And I'm just waiting for Taiga to rotate mid. Should be any moment. And then Limp might have some issues. Okay, we see a CM TP bottom. Like,
Nice to know
he's
from
done with
Qualifiers.
his top lane.
Done with it. Wants to see if they can get a surprise kill onto Mickey, possibly, but it's a big ask with just these two heroes. Not so much damage coming out of them. And Tiger making his way down.
the
Might
courier.
spot. Oh, he sees a courier. They need to be aware of this right now, and I don't think they are. So Tiger's just going to happily take this little donkey down and now turn around and start on 33. Fighter comes over, though. He's got the slows, but can he hold them back? In comes a Grimstroke as well. The Stroke of Fate. 33 tries to take the return kill onto Mickey, but it's not going to happen. 33 goes down as your first blood in the bottom lane.
Great rotation from both Liquid supports. Insania recognizes CMTP bottom, instantly follows. Like, Insania is playing this game very smart. I mean, whole Liquid is. But this gives a bit of a, let's say, a breathing space to Limp. Although they didn't even try to pressure him, but they could. He might opt to go back mid. The lanes, how they look for now, are heavily favoring Liquid in my opinion.
Yeah, it's looking all right. This TA, she's doing
Box is gonna
pretty
get
good at
done.
mid. Oh yeah, they are running down this Legion Commander currently. Hanskin and Nico Baby surrounding the Legion Commander, trying to get under the tower right now and into the trees. They're still chasing. They've got a Sakuchi available, closing the gap onto Boxy here. Also with the TP in, it's actually scared Alliance off. Yet they didn't actually complete the TP, so Boxy remains alone down here. And Hanskin continuing just to follow Boxy relentlessly here. Meanwhile, at mid, it is a route out onto TA. TA being beaten down pretty badly here, and with the blocks coming in from Tiger as well, the right clicks coming in. Look at this micro movement from Tiger. It's going to secure them the kill in the middle lane. Limp will go down to Koikvo, which makes things a little bit one-sided, even more so for Liquid now. Goodness
Yeah,
gracious.
it's just like we predicted. I mean, Alliance must be annoyed by this. They're constantly being reactors on what Liquid is doing. Liquid is doing whatever they want, and Alliance kind of reacting. It's gonna be a 5-minute bounty runs. I think it's gonna be a 2 for 2. Yeah, both teams securing 2 runes. There's gonna be a 5-minute siege race. I expect maybe one or even both Liquid supports to rotate mid and try to take this tower. Limp is not level 6, means he's not really good at defending. Level 6 TA is really good at defending towers.
Quickver's Bear nearly going down there, but Limp not quite able to finish the job, and now Quickver gets to resummon and continue harassing Limp a little bit here as Tyker's coming in over as well. They need that route, and they will get it, and now with the Midnight Pulse coming down as well, Limp dropping very quickly, tries to go for the turnaround kill. It's actually going to be able to get this one, but Limp will go down as well. Meanwhile, Boxy drops in the top lane as Fada's in some trouble, trying to get the blocks this time. Not quite as successful as before, but still keeping that vision through onto Fata. The right clicks are going to be there, and Tiger will get himself that return kill onto the Crystal Maiden, and Koikvet the big winner of this middle lane yet again. Meanwhile, Boxy was run down here up at top by Nico Baby. It looked like that was just a solo kill pretty much.
No, the Doom dove him with the Nico Baby, but it was the good death. I like to call this good death. He just died before the siege keep came. He died and he got back with full HP. Now siege is dead, so he's level 5. Only thing he cares about. Okay, comes the Insania TP. Can they turn around?
Well, there's Infernal Blades actually coming out from Hanskin. He's cancelled it several times now. I'm not sure why he didn't use it here. And now with the Inkswell coming out, I think Hanskin is dead. A good night, sweet prince. Meanwhile, Boxy going to get rid of that bug. Has to back himself out from Nico Baby. Nico Baby is a bit of a threat, but he doesn't have that much mana, so it's only going to be one Sakuchi available from Nico. So that's not going to be any kind of kill coming through, especially with Insania backing him up.
Insania on the mark yet again with his TP. Now he's gonna stack. He's gonna pull the small camp and secure the Boxy level 6.
Well, Fata could be in a spot of bother right now as the Blood Rider has come through onto him, but 33 is making his way over, has got that Drunken Brawler and the Drunken Haze, unleashing the damage onto Mike right now, and Fata needs to get past the creep wave and get out the way, creeps! Ooh, that was close. Fata is okay in the end, though, despite his own creep's best efforts. And now they've got the Frost down. They pop the other one on 33. They might be able to bring this guy down. The Rock's going to connect. They've got the Flying Panda on top of him, and the kill comes in for Fata. Nice turnaround as 33 just about hitting level 6 there and converting it immediately onto kill into the enemy carry.
His bottom tower is under attack.
Nicely
Well, this is
timed.
a very nice thing now on the dire side of the map, which makes things a little less biased in the middle lane, as that Quakefer can just jump across between the creep wave and the middle lane and secure himself a little bit of extra jungle farm, just like the TA is going to be doing with the 2 camps she's got as well. And the neutral items will now be dropping.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
We see Mika is rotating top with the TP. They have a duel, they have a rupture.
Radiant are
Nico
scanning.
baby is not low 6. If he gets caught by rupture, he should be going down here.
Yeah,
he's playing
Nico
very
Baby,
careful.
though. Yeah, he knows exactly what's going on. Perfect read from Nico Baby there to just get himself the hell out of here and to somewhere safer. They did not have any vision, so it's really important to note here they had no vision of this. This was just a pure read from Nico Baby, but he gets it absolutely right. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, they're going in pretty deep right now as a courier has passed away. Quakefer with a double damage bear, trying to take some chunks out of Hanskin. Hanskin happy just sit on the front lines right now, trying to find maybe Tiger, maybe Insania, maybe Quakefer. They've got options open right now. Quakefer's going to be the call as the silence comes back to Insania, but Quakefer not going to be making out of that one. Tries to pop the ultimate to make something happen for the extra HP, but will go down and they're going to keep on going here. Tiger's going to be the target and Tiger will drop as well, making it 2 heroes slaughtered in the middle lane. Oh dear, Alliance, they are finding some momentum of their own right now, and this is an active laning phase. Both teams finding a lot of action, a lot of kills, making some smart rotations, some heads-up plays. It's an exciting start to the series of the day.
2 heroes and the bear. Hanskin gets the bear, gets a lot of XP and the gold. Gonna finish his phase boots. He's getting pretty fat on this position for Doom. And, you know, one team rotation fails, the Mika TP top, the other one succeeds, and we have a game turn a bit. Not too much, but Alliance is feeling pretty good right now. You know? They're farming their timing and living through this pressure.
Yeah, they certainly are. But, you know, we look at who's going to be more active in the next few minutes of the map, and probably that'll be Team Liquid, although when the ultimates come up, you've also got a Doom as well as a Black Hole to play with. Black Hole a little bit harder to transform into a kill usually. It's not the easiest to just be able to throw down. Doom, meanwhile, you can generally get it off without too much difficulty. Nice cast range, and a nice, you know, Doom's a hero which can just run down lanes without really worrying about too much happening to him.
We should keep an eye on 3-3. He got his ultimate again. He's looking to make a rotation. They have
They want
no
to fight for
black
the
hole
outpost
here.
right now. 33 just running at them right now. Boxy's going to be the target. He does manage to get that pressy attack on him just before that rock connects, making him nice and tanky. Meanwhile, Nico Baby searching for Insania. He's got the bug on him, knows exactly where he is. Geminate attack comes in. A couple more right clicks will be needed, but Nico Baby finds it and now comes back over, looking towards Tiger. Tiger's already dead, though. They've got the Legion up in the air, and 33's on top of him, getting in from behind. Limp joining them as well. Boxy in a whole world of hurt, a world in which he might not be able to escape, but they have to chase a little bit further than this. Nico Baby with the Sakuchi, but still not quite quick enough here as Boxy's going to make it over to the shrine and maybe even look for a turnaround here with the TP in from Tiger. Tiger now hitting that level 6 as well, so being a bit more of a threat on the map. Alliance will go back, take the outpost, and not take the tower, however.
They did control both outposts at minute 10. Doom secured the top one since he was level 6
very
with the
nice.
phase boots. Couldn't be really contested by Mika. It's a very nice play by Alliance, but we talked about this before the draft. Now they use this ulti on Brewmaster. Let's see how much Liquid can get back.
Yeah, they do have to work around their ultis now. There is a Doom, so that is always a response option from Alliance. We'll see how Liquid decide to play here, but I'm expecting aggression, and that seems to be what we're getting, is down in the bottom lane, an army of Eidolons and a catapult as well, knocking down on the tier 1 tower bot.
Oh yeah, this is also a special thing about Taiga. He almost never goes Helm of Dominator. If you see, most of the Enigma players go Dominator. So the pushing power is not as strong as usual Enigma.
Yeah.
Because now it gives bonus percentage damage. Boxy's gonna TP top, he's gonna try to dev this, but they have a Doom.
Yeah, this
Do
could
they
be
even need
risky,
it?
but he is going to get the deny, and they might just try and go without the Doom right now. Boxy being surrounded by all angles, beleaguered and brought down. Boxy takes the death in the top lane, but did get the tower deny for it. Meanwhile, at mid,
Double
they
Rupture.
got the double down. Meanwhile, the Rupture onto both, and a black hole as well. Tigers get set up easily in the middle lane as Liquid will draw blood and get themselves two biggies in the middle lane as the mid lane and the pos 3 both getting popped.
Boxy, the mastermind, he just created a distraction and denied the tower. You would say it was a bad play, but it worked out quite nicely for Team Liquid. Now they're gonna turn into the pressure
but it certainly was a very smart move. See if they can get the deny here. They cannot. Tiger, this one's gonna belong to him. Looking to put some pressure on the bear, maybe. Infernal Blade does do a lot of damage to the Spirit Bear and all his HP, but doesn't really matter. Liquid, they're gonna be pretty happy with how the last minute have gone for them.
Let's talk about the neutral items a bit for the viewers. Like Enigma got both Elixir and Ocean Heart. Ocean Heart is a pretty, it's an okay item, but it's kind of underwhelming. Gives you HP regen, mana regen while you are in the river. Like, which, you know, it looks cool, but how much time you can spend in the river, you know? You're not gonna go and sit there.
I believe it was actually your game, Chicken Fighters, when you managed to find an Ocean Heart very early on and you gave it back when the neutral items first spawned at 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And you got one at 5 minutes, gave it to your mid laner, and I was just like, well, this is broken as hell. The mid laner's just got himself basically like loads of regen as long as he pushes the lane out. They go for the duel up in the top lane. Weaver's in a lot of trouble right now. Qualifier comes running in with the X-Well on the bear. Might not be able to get the kill with the duel, but they can certainly bring Nico Baby down all the same, and that's the only important thing. Hanskin going to be the next target as well. Mickey coming in over. He's got himself a Rupture if he wants to use it, and I think he will. Rupture thrown down. Doom in some trouble. Is there anybody coming in from Alliance? They're thinking about it. 33's nearby, as is Fada. They're going to go for this one right now. Fada coming in from behind, dropping that ultimate, and it is good. Insanely going to drop and Qualifier as well. Not getting out of that. Fada with the double with a fantastic ultimate. And meanwhile, they found the Bloodseeker doomed up in the trees, trying to get his way out of this one. Can only turn around and fight. He's got a blood right when he comes back, but not much else. Meanwhile, Boxy has been finished off. Big K trying to get his way. Deeper he goes, but there is no escape from Fada. Not with his Frostbite out. A huge response from Alliance here up at top. And they bring down 4 heroes on the Liquid side. Did cost them a buyback on the Weaver. Not too sure about that one, Nico Baby, but you know, he just wanted to be involved. Wanted to turn up to the party.
Yeah, I think this is one of the biggest Alliance strengths. I've seen them do this so many times, like just turn the fight. They're like, they move as a unit together, you know, they understand. Every single one of them understands when they can turn, and Fata's gonna go for the outpost stuff. Is he gonna make it before he gets duels? Not really.
Oh, no, he's not. Oh, actually, he does. Okay, he doesn't manage to get the outpost, so... Or if they all go for it at the same time, no, they don't manage to. They get the kill onto Boxy, now turn around, but the outpost has already gone the way of the Dire, and once again, there's gonna be Alliance actually getting it swapped around them, because last time around I believe it was them who got all the XP. This time it's Liquid who get all the XP.
True, but Alliance gonna use this to go instantly rush, so... And Boxy is spawning in 10 seconds, but Alliance knows he doesn't have a TP. And they also know one more hero doesn't have a TP, Bloodseeker, I believe. And they're just gonna take a free rush, which is... Free rush for one outpost? I'll take that any day of the week.
That's a good trade. That is definitely a good trade.
We talked about this before the game. Now this is the Alliance timing. This TA does a blink, and Roshan. Now Nico Baby also opting for an early game build. I have seen this before from him, like a diffuser blade into Dragonlance, and then he's like 17-18 minutes. He's like super strong. He might fall off later, but he hits this timing where he's just unstoppable almost.
It's really scary. A very hard hero to play with, especially if you don't have the lockdown as well. Don't have the lockdown, they just get away with anything. And Hanskin just going to plop himself down in this middle lane, trying to defend the tower, but there's a fight going on right now as the split's been used. Mickey's going to be the target, powering on into the Bloodseeker right now. Mickey just gives his life for not a whole lot. Insania's going to be the next target here as Alliance gets started on him. The Brewlings are already searching for more, and they've thrown Boxy up into the air as they finish off Insania. Boxy, I think, is going to be all right here. They can't look for anything more than this, but still very, very sloppy from Liquid, and they're looking for more here. Quake's going to be the target. Quakefoot running around the trees, but Limp is on top of him. Nico Baby coming flying on over. Quakefoot is going to pop that true form right now, jumping through the trees, and now the black hole comes in, landing onto 3. 33 is going to throw himself into it. Why not make it 4? Limp's going to get blown up. Fighter not looking too healthy either. A TP out, not going to be successful from 33. The duel comes out, and Boxy will win it. Down goes 33. Alliance finally punished here. 3 heroes left to dead. Liquid with the big turnarounds. Tiger with the perfect timing on the Blink Dagger turns up and lands a game-changing black hole right now in the top lane.
Oh, beautiful black hole from Tiger, and Alliance getting a bit ahead of themselves, as we seen yesterday. The Fata pre-tipping this lone druid, you know, he thought they got him, but Tiger is like, it's a perfect bait for me. Boxy also took some damage away, and it's exactly what Liquid needed. But you know, when I see Alliance lose a fight and I see Nico Baby live after they lose it,
yeah.
you know, it's still not so bad for Alliance. Let's call it that way.
Yeah,
Nico Baby lives, not so bad.
We have some more fighting over outposts right now. These teams really, really wanting these outposts from each other. But I think Hanskin might have given his life for this one, as he is surrounded by heroes. Nobody TPing in to help him out here. Yeah, they're gonna save it. They're not. They just want Quakefoot to grab that kill and get it over with. Leaving nothing to hello, Nico Baby. I'm not sure this is where you want to be turning up to right now. They're going to use a duel to get the first kill onto him, and a little bit of duel damage for free as well.
Oh, is he going to time it?
Oh, they get him. He still gets his Scoochie off, but it doesn't really matter. No time lapse for you, sir. And now Nico Baby is dead. Liquid, they whop out the Fly Swatter and smash that bug into the ground.
Oh, that fight top really took a shot on Alliance.
Yeah.
Oh, Fata is now going to get gone on. Is there any TPs? From Liquid? No, he's gonna be fine. He gets a D-ward. Limp getting a pressure top.
Fada's farmed after that double kill at top. He just goes force. He could have made it down the cliff at any given stage. So they've also given him the Essence Ring.
Essence Ring, so nice.
Yeah, 6 intelligence plus 2.5 mana regen, and then heal.
The active is like double self-mac or something.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Liquid showing off the strength of their heroes. Alliance kind of being lost.
There's the duel forward onto Fada. 33's on top of him as well. Fada maybe a little bit more tanky than they expected. He's actually able to heal himself up with the Essence Ring coming out. He's got the 4-staff as well, but I don't think he's going to be living here. I say that there's nothing actually to finish him off. Never mind, Blood right. The Panda has to guide him out. Beautiful micro from 32 to actually spot that one out and make sure the Crystal Maiden survives. And she is out of here. Meanwhile, the rest of the fight, nothing's going to happen. So Alliance actually lived through that one. That's going to be a little bit of a confidence booster for them.
I guess we're gonna have a 2-for-2 outpost. I mean 1-for-1, sorry, the bounty runes. Let's go 2-for-2. But we still might see a fight top. There's a Rupture of Mickey. Is he gonna use a CM?
Yeah,
he's just
that always feels a little bit rough, but yeah, they're just gonna try and do it without. 4-staff up from Fada, but in comes a stun from the Enigma. And they're gonna grab save it for the duel as well. See you later, Fada. You're tanky, but you're not that tanky.
46 damage and Boxy is starting to build it up with the XP gain. Might see the early low 25 of him. This game goes a bit longer. And it seems for now like Liquid is back in the control. They got the black hole again. There is only one BKB counter. It's a Doom. So Liquid might be just fine taking this game slowly. Just farming their items as well. They got a Radiance, they got a Blink. They got a mech. They can take a fight at any given point, but they're also fine just farming. And if Alliance comes to them and they make a mistake, okay. If not, they're just gonna get their items, and like soon enough, they're gonna be unbeatable almost.
Yeah, absolutely. And with this BKB coming out from Bloodseeker, he's gonna offer a huge threat in these fights. No longer able to be controlled up by the Crystal Maiden or anything, so just popping that BKB and flying into these fights at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Gonna be pretty useful.
scary thing about Liquid is that Alliance, the BKB doesn't work against this Team Liquid, because they have like what 1, 2, 3 heroes that the ultimates go through BKB, and then you have Midnight Pulse that go through BKB. So you kind of don't want to buy it, but you still kind of have to, because you're gonna get wrecked by Grimstroke spells, by the Savage Roar. It's the lineup is very well rounded. It's so hard to itemize against it.
Yeah, it really is. When you pick these BKB penetrating spells, everything feels awkward. Of course, you can say the same thing, that they'll have to worry about the Doom for the Bloodseeker, even though he has got the BKB. That's something he still needs to be cognizant of, but honestly, it's no different. And look at Koifa, just tearing through this tower all by himself. He's basically got it down to nothing. Pretty disgusting hero.
It's gonna be a trade, but Liquid are having a 5 heroes in the enemy jungle. Oh, they're gonna do some TPs. Hansken has a blink, he's looking at the Doom Koifa.
He's going to be the in target right now. Hansken not throwing down the Doom immediately. 33 tries to go for the split, but he's actually interrupted. They might have got the duel off onto him, but they can split a slip coming out here. It's going to be really big, and he's pinging himself, but no one is coming to his rescue. That is going to be 33, dropped like a rock here, and no split available for this fight. So, Limp, meanwhile, never left the top lane, though. He did manage to force back the Bloodseeker at the very least, but the fact they weren't able to save 33 means that there was no fight available for them.
A bit of hesitation by Hansken there, but I think it was a wise choice to not use Doom there. Or now he's gonna see it. Can he Doom him? He does get a Doom off. There is a Purge from Boxy. Can they just get away?
Just trying to keep him healed up here, but Nico Baby's on top of him. Boxy just hopping into him, and there comes the Black Hole coming down onto the Weaver, and they're going to be able to bring him down here. Courier does get away, but Nico Baby and Koifa both falling. Meanwhile, Fada and Hansken fighting up together despite being soulbound together. They're going to get rid of these Phantoms. Now turn around and try and fight up Boxy. Limp has arrived to the fight, but Mickey is looking very speedy right now. Some nice sideblade hits, going to continue the damage onto Boxy, keeping them coming. They might be able to do this one as in comes 33. He's got the split. Is he going to use it? Yes, he is. He wants to grab himself some kills. Boxy's going to be the first one to go down. Mickey forced out with the BKB, trying to get himself to safety. It's not going to last that long, though. Can they keep their eyes on him? Oh, Hansken just about missing, but they still keep it coming. There is a shrine here, but there's no one to TP to it, and no health going to come out of it, and Mickey will be dropped. Alliance just about scraping through with another fight victory here. I just don't know when they start these engagements who's going to come out on top. You think it's one team, then it's the other. These teams just feel so evenly matched in this game. It's exciting.
They're both very high skilled, and usually when two teams are very high skilled, you can see these things like turns into turns because they both understand their strength and weaknesses. Sorry.
Yeah.
And this time, for sure, Alliance get ahead of this fight. They kill all 3 cores and they bait out the Black Hole, the solo Black Hole and Weaver. So even when he dies, Nico Baby makes them pay such a big price. I'm not sure what are we looking for here on side of the Alliance, like a next big item. Guess TA just got his BKB, right?
Yeah, TA got BKB. Nico Baby, he's just picked up, well, he's going to pick up Manta very shortly, which is going to be nice for dodging the silence, but unfortunately nothing's going to stop this Black Hole coming out from Tiger, and he seems pretty adamant about just consistently dropping it onto the Weaver and trying to lock him down and take him out of these fights. He
had to save his Lone Druid there. There's gonna be a, by the way, 1-for-1 outpost and 2-for-2 runes. They had to save his Weaver, but fortunately for the Alliance, the TA was also in position. He just jumped and finished him after. So it was a kind of a waste of a Black Hole. I think they could have gotten Weaver anyway. There's gonna be a tier 3 item drops. 2 items for TA actually.
Yeah, and, well, there's one of the best ones as well. That third eye. Absolutely disgusting item.
It's like a free gem.
Pretty much, yeah. Very low range, which makes it not so useful in fights. But when it comes to dewarding and such, it's invaluable.
It also gives 7 all attributes. I didn't even know it. That's nice. And 300 bonus vision. I mean, this item is great.
It's really, really strong.
And the other item Limp got is the
enchanted quiver. Yes, this one empowers your next ranged attack with plus 400 bonus range and 175 bonus magical damage and true strike. If there's a hero it's good on, TA is definitely one of the best. Meld,
if
obviously.
There's a hero it's good on, it's definitely the TA. You know, you get hit by this melt strike, he might cut you in half. There's a smoke from Liquid. I know this rush is gonna be up soon. This is gonna be name of the game. Like, who takes this rush? Alliance with the advantage around rush pick because of the TA traps,
Radiant's bottom
and they
tower
see
is
spawn,
under attack.
while Liquid still has not much idea. They're gonna use the demonic conversion on Taiga in 5 seconds to scout it out. Curious who's gonna make the first move. I think Alliance might just force it into the rush, and then like after Liquid comes, they might wrap around.
The thing is, though, they can't force things too hard, because if they use their ultimates and don't get enough for it, then we know Liquid is going to be in the driving seat of this game. You could say the same thing about Black Hole, but honestly, I'm not sure it applies that heavily to Black Hole. I don't think that this is something...
He has a BKB, fresh BKB pickup, Taiga. We should keep an eye on him. Only thing that can cancel him is this Blink Doom. Think Hansken should just chill and wait for the... Oh, he's trying to scout rush, but he's just gonna die. They might do it with the bear now.
Yeah, shove that little bear in, see what's going on. Lim's thinking about
Oh,
it. Oh no, Boxy now out of position. They've got him caught out, but do they want to engage onto this guy? Not really. Insanium from the high ground, throwing down the silence, and in comes Tiger. He's got a nice black hole coming down. Will they be able to take down more though? Fada's going to be the target. He's going to drop. Lim trying to fight up into Doomed Bloodseeker, but he doesn't care. He's just going to kill him anyway. Boxy running out of health, however, as the splits are bringing him down. The rock collides, and he's going to drop.
Insania.
Meanwhile, yeah, Insania just getting the deny onto Mickey with not that much damage on Insania. He's just turning around, chasing him back. Will eventually be dropping here, which is going to mean 3 dead for Liquid. So despite 2 buybacks, Alliance will win this fight. They really want this Roshan, and they may well just get it here. But the TPs are coming over. They want to make sure.
Limp understands this rush is there, so I thought he's gonna try to chase for Koipa, but no, he's just gonna play it safe.
Yeah.
And beautiful understanding from Alliance. They do get Black Hole, they do die on their 2 heroes, but they know the insta buyback. This is a Aegis cheese Roshan, so buybacking for it is 100% a right play. They're gonna use buyback on Limp, get an Aegis on him, and you know what's the best Black Hole counter
What's that?
in the Dota 2? It's the Aegis. You tank the Black Hole and then you come up and he doesn't have it. So it's the best counter for the Black Hole in Dota 2, as the Alliance understands it quite well. Now I imagine they're gonna farm up a little bit and then start closing the map on the Liquid. I see a drawing from a Nico baby. He wants to take this Liquid jungle. He feels he can smell the blood with this Manta cheese. Oh, Boxy TP bottom. He's looking for Nico baby. You cannot press cheese in the duel, Nomad.
You certainly cannot. Amazing, I did actually know that one.
Oh, nice
Got the wall
sword.
down, beautifully done from Insania. Look at that. Do they have the damage to bring him down? Yes, they do. Nico Baby's going to drop. Hanskin coming in, though. He's looking for revenge right now. Coming forward to Boxy. Yeah, he might be able to get... He actually just time-lapses straight the way back into this one. What's up, dudes? I'm back. Meanwhile, Lim tries to bring down one, but he gets the TP out of that. That was the Enigma just TPing back to base. Insania might be forfeit for this. He doesn't mind, though. He just got to buy back on the Weaver. Made that kill even more worth it. He would have died for just a kill onto the Weaver, let alone the kill and buyback, but it does mean they can pressure this tier 1 tower and probably going for more here. They want to make this buyback worth it on Nico, but what is the call going to actually be? Finishing off the Manta, looking at... No, he's not going to buy any parts of his Lincoln Sphere up. A Doom?
Oh,
Hello?
there's a Doom.
Oh, Bloodseeker caught out massively here. All right, well, they did find a way somehow to make that buyback worth it as Mickey tried to go for a bounty.
They might
room
find
there.
Nico baby here. Boxy. Oh, he needs one more hero.
Yeah, the Tiger, he's making his way over, and here he comes. He's going to drop down the Midnight Pulse. Is it going to be enough for the dieback kill onto Nico Baby? Yes, it is. Just in the nick of time. They bring down that bug, and now Hanskin also going to be in some trouble as well. The fear brings him right back into the waiting arms of Boxy and the Bear, a famous duo as they fast forwards with Quake, but they're using the pressy attack to give him a little bit more attack speed and Purge, but Fada does a pretty good job controlling that Bear, but in comes Lim. He's got a lot of damage and another black hole. It's pretty damn good. Holding Templar Assassin still, trying to bring her down. She's still alive inside her BKB, and Boxy will actually fall for this one. They haven't brought down Limp yet, and it's only even his first life, but in comes a Fear. Finally, they finish the job, and now he's going to come back without a BKB. Can they punish? They're going to need something here, and they've got a Rupture, but the blink away immediately from Limp. They're pretty damn nice. The Force, he's taking a lot of damage right now. The Refraction charges run out. Mickey's just charging at him right now. Limp trying to turn around, trying to hold his ground, some last dying breath, but it's not going to do a thing. Meanwhile, Fada getting beaten in as well. It's another kill for Mickey. He gets the double, and Liquid take a huge fight. Once again, the game's come flying back into the other side of the court.
this honestly might just be a game. Are they gonna start picking the throne? They're for sure. No, Weaver doesn't have buyback. They're gonna start hitting the tier 4s, trying to force out the TA buyback. He doesn't buyback in next few seconds. They're gonna
TA ball back for the
understand.
Roshan attempt. She doesn't have it
Oh,
either.
he did. They know it. My bad. They know. They're just gonna.
Are fortified.
Oh,
Let's
this
see, where are the
honestly
pings?
might be just a game.
Where are the
3-3
pins?
is trying to do what he can.
Tower is under attack.
Oh, he's got the creep wave. Is that enough? Here they go. They're going for the tier 4s. 31 minutes. Doom has the
Crimson
buyback,
Guard.
but look at the damage coming out.
Backdoor is gonna
Qualifier.
kick in a few seconds. So backdoor is up. Can they go through it? Oh,
I think they can.
Laundry.
Quake the
Someone
Lone.
can go
When's
through
the form?
backdoor.
He's got a little bit of time left, and they're going to try and jump in on this one. Can they stop them doing it, though? The Ancient is falling. Brewmaster tries to go for the duel there. Proxy's going to bring him down. The Ancient getting low, and it is going to fall. It doesn't matter. Alliance cannot keep them off that throne. The buybacks, the advantages which Alliance got for those buybacks as well, they all come to nothing, because if you lose a game in the end, then it doesn't matter how good your fights look. Liquid, they find the smallest of openings, jam their fingers inside that crack and tear it on open and find themselves a pathway to victory. Absolutely fantastic.
Shout out to Boxy for these 2 clutch duels. Shout out to Insania for the ward. Making
shout
it
out to
happen.
Tiger for the constant like black holes as well, like always catching 2+ inside
And
of
shout
them.
out to the one single invis rune from Gaben that made this second duel on Weaver without buyback possible.
Yeah,
Great. Props to both teams. I'm very excited about second game. Both teams played very well. Liquid coming on top with some clutch plays, but Alliance showing they can for sure beat Liquid. I'm very excited about second game.
Yeah, for sure. Alliance definitely looked like they were fighting hard for the victory in that one. I hope they're not too downbeat in their next game, but I don't think they will be. Last time these two teams met, it was a 2-0 for Liquid. Alliance definitely going to have been riled up from this loss here. And it was just so sudden as well. And I think the net worth graph is going to show it as well. I mean, look at this. That's just absolutely mental. It's like the Himalayas or something. All over the place, up and down, up and down. But yeah, I mean, it exactly reflects the game, as both teams were really could have taken it any moment, and it just so ends up that Liquid were able to take advantage of Alliance constant buybacking, and they were just constantly buybacking to try and get an advantage in these fights. And that's why the XP is so much higher than the net worth, because obviously buybacking doesn't affect your net worth. They keep buying back, they keep getting kills, they keep getting gold, they keep getting Roshan, so that XP is going up and up and up. They're spending their gold for these buybacks, and eventually they do end up getting crushed. But Gaben was never in any doubt. 100% Team Liquid the entire game. Not too sure about that one. Anyway, we're going to throw it over to a short break, and then we're going to be back with game number 2 of Alliance versus Team Liquid here at the Dream League Season 13 EU playoffs for the major qualifiers. My name is Nomad, he's been Milan, and we'll be back very shortly with game number 2.